Hello students, I am PK sir, and today I am uploading the another part, or you can say the video lessons from the chapter Kingdoms, Kings, and Early Republic. Okay, so let's start the. So we'll talk about today the Vajji or the Vriji, one of the most important, you can say, the Mahajanapadas during that time. Now, question is that why Vajji or Vijji was so important than the Magadha? Definitely, because it was the first examples of the republican state, right? Because in that time, this concept was unknown for the whole world, and this Vajji or the Vijji was the proper examples of the republican state. As you all know that in the in the present day we are living in a democratic country, right? Because here elections are happening after every 5 years, and people are selecting their rulers. So similarly in that time, in Vajjis or the Vijjis, people actually that were selecting their rulers, but it was not like the kings or the rajas. So that's why it is very very interesting, and it is very very important. According to the historian, in the Vajjis or the Vijjis, they had 28 tribes, tribal groups, 28 tribal groups, understood? And the leaders of the every tribes collectively took the decisions on behalf of the people, on behalf of the Vajji Republic, and their main strength was their unity, their main strength. That's why now Lord Buddha liked them very much. And once Lord Buddha told that if your unity, if you have the unity, then definitely no one can defeat you in the battles or in the other fields. So that was definitely true, that was definitely true. And for that reason, the rulers of the Magadha, Bimbisara, married one princess, her name was Chellana. So she was the princess of the Vijji or the Vajji, right? Because Bimbisara wanted her to be the friend of the Vajji. And even Lord Mohabira, the father of the Lord Mohabira, was the tribal leader, not that kind of tribal, I mean to say tribe leader, among the 28 tribal groups. Okay, so it's very very important. And these sanghas or the association, or you can say the organizations, actually were collecting the decisions, because there was no such kind of raja or the kings. These 28 leaders were taking the decisions. Okay, and even this uh, Vajji, if you wanted to relocate right now, or if you want to know the what was the present situation in the North Bihar, I mean to say Vaishali, or that Darbhanga, Muzaffarpur, Katihar, okay, Sultanganj, Devghar, these whole areas, were the part of the Vajjis or the Vijjis. Understood? And their capital city was Vaishali. Followed? So that's why these Vajjis or the Vijjis Magadha Mahajanapada was so important, and you have to know about their histories, because the son of the Bimbisara, Ajatsatru, as you all know that, Ajatsatru always tried to conquer this area, and it was his maternal house, because his mother belonged to this area, right? But that's why Ajatasattu sent some ministers to the Lord Buddha. But Lord Buddha didn't tell anything, but he had given one clue that unity is the strength of the Vajji. Now Ajatasattu realized the clue. Then he started the conspiracy. And though it took 17 years to conquer the Vrajji or the Vijji Mahajanapadas, that was the story. Understood? Now, Vajjis followed some kind of rules and regulations. Okay, they met and acted together. That means the 28 tribal leaders always met and took the decisions together. Even point number one, two, you can say that they held full and frequent public assemblies. Like today, in the parliament, our ministers that holding and frequent public assemblies, and they are taking the decisions on behalf of us. So similarly, in that time, Vaji, in that way, full and frequent public assemblies were there, right? Even point number three, they followed the established rule, like we are following today, now the rules of the constitution. Similarly, they were following the established rules. That was okay. Point number four, even they respected, supported, listens to the elders. That means they are giving the respect to the elder peoples. You know, that was in their USP, you can say that. Even point number five, Vajji women's, enjoyed the respected life. Everyone given the respects and similar equality, you can say that. Okay, point number six, Chaitas. Chaitas are the local shrines. That means you can say the small temples, were maintained in both towns and villages, right? Even wise saints, that means everyone or wise saints were allowed to enter freely and leave the country freely. But in other Mahajanapadas, it was not, it was not like that, because they had to take the permissions from the Raja or the king. But in the Vaji, it was not like that. So that's why Vaji was so important. So thank you very much. I'm ending this video lessons for today. Next day we'll continue another video lessons. Okay.